is it unusual?
Yeah, it's unusual to the point of being just as rare as it can be. Obviously, typically, when you file a criminal complaint and you ask for the issuance of an arrest warrant, you have a person who you can identify by name, and typically your arrest warrant will include other particular identifying data, height, weight, address, social security number, date of birth, things of that nature. So we can make sure we can identify a particular person. Now, we researched Nevada law, and the statute does allow us to proceed to request from the judge, in this case a warrant, which does not utilize a name to identify a person, so long as we can point to other things that do particularly identify an individual. And in that sense, DNA is better than a name, because a DNA like we have in this case is unique to that individual unless he has an identical twin.
This allows you to issue a warrant.
Right.
How does that help things?
It helps things in this case because this incident took place in December of 2012. So there's a 3-year statute of limitations, meaning if we didn't file a criminal complaint, if we didn't get an arrest warrant issued, we would never be able to prosecute the person even if we found it. We identified that as a potential issue many months ago and sort of looked at the December deadline as something we were working toward. Our preference certainly obviously would be to catch the person and to be able to identify that person by name. So what we identified months ago was sort of a strategy and a process of how we should exhaust every possible avenue so that when we went to the judge with our application for a DNA warrant, we'd be able to show the judge, look, we exhausted everything. We've done everything we can do. If we don't get a DNA warrant, as rare as it is, we'll never be able to prosecute this case.
Let me make sure I'm clear on this. Then, if you didn't do this, and say 6 months from now, you find this guy, right, you couldn't do anything? You couldn't prosecute him?
Not with respect to the 2012 shooting incident. We do believe, we're satisfied that there's probable cause that all of the incidents are related or linked and in fact have been perpetrated by the same person. But that particular incident, no, we would not be able to prosecute.
So this is a tool you're using to get past that statute of limitation problem?
That's right.